Speech, daily micro habits for a life of purpose. Living a life of purpose isn't about giant leaps or dramatic changes. It's about the tiny, consistent actions you choose every single day. Too often, people think purpose is some grand destination waiting at the end of a long road. But in truth, purpose is not a place you reach. It's a way you travel. The path to meaning is built on micro habits, those small, repeated behaviors that may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, shape the entire direction of your life. Think of them like drops of water filling a jar. One drop might feel like nothing, but drop by drop, the jar eventually overflows. That's the power of daily micro habits. They create slow, steady, and irreversible transformation. And the beauty is you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You just need to plant seeds of intention and water them daily. Today, I'll share 6 micro habits that can gently but powerfully move you toward a life filled with meaning, direction, and fulfillment. Each of them takes only minutes a day, but when practiced consistently, they can change not just what you do, but who you become. Begin your day with stillness. Most of us wake up and immediately step into the world's chaos, checking messages, scrolling feeds, thinking about the day's problems before our feet even touch the floor. But when you begin your day with stillness, you take back control. It doesn't need to be long, just 5 minutes of quiet reflection, meditation, or simply sitting with your thoughts. In that space, you create a clear channel between your inner self and the day ahead. Stillness helps you choose how you want to show up instead of letting the world decide for you. Before the noise starts, you get to set your own tone. Ask yourself, well, what matters most to me today? Let that question guide your actions. This micro habit doesn't just calm you, it empowers you. Over time, you'll notice you're less reactive to challenges, more present in conversations, and more intentional in your decisions. It's like starting each day by laying a strong foundation before building on it. In a fast-moving world, stillness is not laziness, it's preparation. Those few moments in the morning will quietly but powerfully anchor your life and purpose. Practice one act of kindness. Daily purpose thrives in connection, and nothing strengthens connection like kindness. Each day, commit to one deliberate act of kindness. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Holding the door for someone, sending a thoughtful text, buying coffee for a coworker, or simply giving a stranger a genuine smile. These moments may seem small, but they ripple outward. You may never know how far they travel. The person you comfort today might comfort someone else tomorrow. This is how kindness multiplies quietly, invisibly, but powerfully. Beyond its impact on others, kindness also shapes you. It pulls you out of self-focus and into shared humanity. Studies show that acts of kindness release oxytocin, which boosts your mood and reduces stress. But even more than that, kindness affirms that your presence in the world matters, that you have the power to make it better, even in small ways. This daily micro-habit turns purpose into something you live, not something you wait to discover. It transforms the abstract idea of meaning into concrete daily action. And in the end, a purposeful life is simply a collection of purposeful days, each marked by a choice to care. Write down one thing you're grateful for. Gratitude is a secret doorway to meaning. It shifts your perspective from what's missing to what's already abundant. Every day, write down one thing you're grateful for. It could be the taste of your morning tea, the sound of laughter, a friend's text, or simply the fact that you woke up breathing. The mind naturally gravitates toward problems. It's how we've survived as a species. But without balance, that focus on what's wrong drains joy and purpose. Gratitude is the counterweight. By recording just one daily blessing, you retrain your mind to scan for what's right. Over time, this habit builds a personal library of appreciation. On hard days, you can flip back and remember life still holds beauty. And on good days, it deepens your joy by reminding you of all that's working. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it makes you act better. When you focus on abundance, you're more willing to share, help, and engage fully with life. Purpose stops being something you search for and starts being something you feel right here, right now. Spend 10 minutes learning something new. Purpose and growth go hand in hand. If you're not learning, you're not evolving. And when you're not evolving, life starts to feel stagnant. That's why a simple daily habit of learning can keep your purpose alive. Spend just 10 minutes a day on something that expands your mind. Read a page from a book, watch a short educational video, listen to a podcast, or explore a new skill. It doesn't have to be tied to your job. Follow your curiosity. If you love art, learn about an artist. If you're fascinated by history, read a single paragraph from a historical account. The point is to keep your inner world growing. 10 minutes may sound too small to matter, but think about it. 10 minutes a day is over 60 hours in a year. That's enough to learn the basics of a language, understand an entirely new subject, or master a skill. The more you learn, the more you have to share. And often purpose is born from contribution. Learning daily isn't just about filling your mind, it's about enriching the lives you touch. Reflect before bed at the end of the day before you give yourself a moment to reflect. Ask, could I live in alignment with my values today? This isn't about beating yourself up for mistakes. It's about staying connected to your inner compass. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. It allows you to see patterns, what energizes you, what drains you, where you acted intentionally and where you acted on autopilot. With that awareness, tomorrow can be better aligned with who you truly want to be. This habit also eases mental clutter. Instead of lying awake replaying the day's problems, you acknowledge them, learn from them, and let them rest. That peace carries into your sleep and into the next day. Purpose is not just about doing it, it's about becoming. Nightly reflection turns the chaos of daily life into a clear map of your progress. And over time, those quiet moments will reveal something important. You're already walking your path, you're just refining your. Speak one affirmation aloud, your words shape your reality. Not just the words you speak to others, but the ones you speak to yourself. Each day, choose one empowering affirmation and say it out loud. I am moving toward my purpose. I choose to live intentionally today. I am capable and worthy. Affirmations work because they focus your attention. When you repeat a thought daily, your mind starts looking for evidence to support it. Slowly, your choices and actions begin to align with that belief. At first, this may feel strange. You might think, how can a simple sentence change my life? But remember, every action starts as a thought. Affirmations plant those thoughts intentionally, like seeds in fertile soil. This habit takes less than a minute, but its effects can be profound. Over weeks and months, you'll notice your inner dialogue becoming kinder, your confidence growing, and your sense of direction sharpening. A purposeful life begins with believing you can live one. And sometimes the simplest way to strengthen that belief is to speak it into existence, daily, consistently, and with conviction. We often believe that purpose will reveal itself in one grand moment, some dramatic turning point where the clouds part and our path is made clear. But the truth is far simpler and far more beautiful. Purpose is not a single event, it's the result of thousands of small intentional choices made consistently over time. The micro habits we've explored today are not just nice ideas, they are the bricks from which you build a meaningful life. Beginning your day with stillness aligns you with your inner truth before the world distracts you. Practicing one act of kindness daily reminds you that your existence has a ripple effect beyond what you can. Writing down a single thing you're grateful for shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. Spending just 10 minutes learning something new keeps your mind alive and your potential expanding. Reflecting before bed turns ordinary experiences into wisdom. And speaking one affirmation aloud shapes the way you see yourself and the life you believe you deserve. None of these habits take hours. None require you to uproot your life. They are gentle, doable, and yet they carry extraordinary. Think about it, one drop of water is small, but given enough time, it can carve valleys through stone. Your daily habits are those drops shaping your destiny slowly but surely. The challenge most people face is not that they lack purpose to come before they begin living intentionally. But purpose doesn't arrive first. Action does. You live on purpose by acting on purpose, and that begins with the smallest, most consistent step. The beauty of these micro habits is that they grow with you. They adapt to your seasons of life. Some days your stillness may last only a minute, your learning may be a single paragraph, your kindness may be a smile. Other days these moments may stretch into. It's not the size that matters, it's the commitment. You don't need to change the whole world to live a life of purpose. You only need to change how you show up in it. And that begins today, not when you have more time, more money, or more clarity. So tomorrow morning, take that first deep breath in stillness. Look for one way to brighten someone's day. Write down one blessing. Feed your mind for 10 minutes. Reflect before sleep. Speak a truth into your life. Do these things not because they will lead to some distant perfect future, but because they make today richer, deeper, and more aligned. One day you'll look back and realize your life didn't change in one grand leap. It changed in the quiet power of small steps repeated daily. And those steps, your micro habits, were not just things you did, they became who you are. That right there is living a life of purpose.